Hi, Mark here from LoganFiles.com. Today we're going to discuss X-Force number 13, The Suicide Leper Part 2. In this book here, the book starts off with Hellion in a cafe trying to pick up on some girl. The girl's pretending to be interested, but really she's drugging him and kidnapping him to be used as a next mutant bomb in the suicide bombings they've been doing. The story jumps back an hour before to Jacksonville, Wyoming, where the mutant just exploded and the fire is going and burning up all these people. Just as it gets to X-23 and Angel, takes off, transforms and takes off, carrying X-23 with him and saving them, both of them, from the blast, the fire blast. X-Force meets up with Cyclops and debriefs them on their mission. They explain to him that Vanisher was able to port all of them over to Jacksonville. Angel noticed that the Leper Queen was there on site when the explosion happened, but disappeared right after. Cyclops tells him that that kind of changes things. But they know that she's working with Bastion. Elixir was able to help fix up some of the humans that were hurt in that explosion from that mutant, but then they all had to escape. They decide that their next mission is going to be to go after the Leper Queen, track her down and kill her. And Cyclops says that that's fine, that's our mission, but something else has come up. They want to track down Cable with these new devices that will transport the X-Force into the future. And so I guess they said time is short, and so to get on mission, because at any time they could be called into the future. And when they get into the future, they said that they're only going to have 33.2 hours to complete their mission before they'll be sucked back in time to normal reality. The devices aren't exactly perfect. Apparently they have a very limited window to get to where they're going, so it has to be done quick, and apparently it has to, once they're there, they have to carry out their mission in 33.2 hours, otherwise they will be sent back. So the devices are far from perfect, not to mention Cyclops mentions some side effects of possible death. So side effects of Beast's device. Back in Greymalkin Industries in Marin, Donald Pierce is explaining to Dust that she is going to die, and Dust tells him that she's not afraid of that, and not afraid of his threats, especially since he's in a cell. Donald Pierce tells her, well, a couple of your friends are going to die way before you, 3 of them in fact. And so we already know that her old teammate Hellion has just been picked up, but we don't know who else is going to get picked up real soon. Dust goes to the Cuckoos, and they are connected to Cerebro. Dust tells him to track her friends. Cuckoos all find out that there's 3 mutants, unconscious, being traveling in New York. Cyclops tells the Cuckoos not to tell him any more information. Cyclops tells them to also tell Wolverine and X-Force to get assembled, and tells them that that must be the Leper Queen in New York, and tells them to go strike at her. At Hammer, Division C, which I guess is the new name for S.H.I.E.L.D., one of the agents gets a call and is notified that the Leper Queen is in New York. And so Hammer, they decide to send out a mission to go after the Leper Queen and X-23. Vanish reports X-Force to New York, and they all get ready for their mission. Cyclops tells them that their window is shrinking as far as the ability to get to Cable, and tells them that Cable is the priority mission. Wolverine tells them that the kids are his priority, and they're not going anywhere until they got the kids safe. Hellion, Surge, and Boom Boom um, have all been kidnapped by the Leper Queen, and they're all being injected with the legacy virus. Cyclops sits in his office back at Greymalkin when he gets a call from Hank and tells him that they found Cable and to get down to his lab right away. X-Force doing what they do best. They form an assault squad. Guards who are in the building where the 3 kids are being held are taken out by Domino, who's an excellent sniper. X-Force jumps in the room and kills the remaining guards with their claws and knives. X-23 smells that 2 of the kids have been taken away, but the Boom Boom is still there. They burst into the next room and find the Leper Queen standing over Boom Boom with a vial of a syringe full of the legacy virus up to her neck. Tells them to hold back or whatever. Wolverine and everybody stay still. But then Wolverine orders Vanisher to take her. Vanisher reports behind Leper Queen, grabs her. Wolverine then jumps on the Leper Queen. He's just about to kill the Leper Queen when Cyclops tells Wolverine that they found Cable and that they need to transport him to the future now. Wolverine is in the middle of about to kill the Leper Queen, so he doesn't listen. So Cyclops takes charge and activates their devices to send them to the future anyway. They all port to the future. Boom, alive on the ground, and Leper Queen on the ground. Leper Queen is mad because she wasn't killed. Apparently she wants to die from them, and looks at Boom Boom, who's still alive, and tells her that X-Force failed them both, and shoots Boom Boom through the head. That's where the issue ends off. Kind of a crazy story to see some of these characters get killed off like this. It's pretty amazing that some of the history that these characters have. But apparently Boom Boom's dead. He got shot through the head. The other 2 aren't dead yet, so we can't assume that they are going to die. I can't imagine that they're going to kill off all these characters in just a few issues. But who knows? That's kind of the fun of these books. But if they're your favorite characters, I'm sure you're pretty sad right now. But the next book should be pretty interesting. The X-Force is being sent to the future. Meanwhile, we have 2 other mutants, kids, that have been made into bombs by the legacy virus. So I'm sure they're going to be detonating pretty soon. Hopefully some of the other X-Men can get to them, or maybe X-Force can get back to the same time where they left off. Who knows? Maybe with these time devices, they port it away at this moment, but maybe they'll port back at the same moment and be able to finish and kill the Leper Queen, and so Boom Boom will never get shot through the head. That's kind of the craziness of time travel. You never know what's going to happen. So anyway, really good book, really good art. I love this X-Force title. It's one of my favorites right now. And if you have any comments or questions, just post them below. And I hope to see you next issue.